What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Yap on this episode. It's Friday. It's a beautiful day out here in my backyard. Very sunny. Definitely going to take a dip in the pool today. Energy today, insanely low after a new shit night of rat shit wagers. I don't even know where to begin, boys. Apologies for the rat shit vibes, but I mean, fuck. I was talking so much shit. I was feeling great going into game two, both Stars and Thunder Mavs. And I even show up to the goddamn Stars game in an Avs jersey, OKC hat, and just absolutely fucking drowned in piss. Both lose outright. Didn't watch a second of the OKC game. Didn't even need to see any highlights because I saw that the Mavericks shot 48% from three. Yeah, surely they fucking do that again, right? PJ Washington had, 30 ball? Yeah, surely he does that shit again. I don't even have a fucking Yappuccino today, boys. That's just how off I am. Just water. Rat piss. The Avs never really had a pulse. They genuinely felt like they weren't even playing fucking hockey for 2.5 periods. They flipped the switch on with 10 minutes left in the third, down 4. They get 2 quick ones. I'm like, dude, can you imagine? And then they get another. It's 4-3. The whole building was like, dude, not again. I'm not saying shit. I'm just looking around like, it's actually about to happen. You could tell, though, even up 4 goals, it still felt like a game. The fans were on edge. They were not comfortable with a 4-goal lead, which is comedy considering it's 4 fucking goals. But what happened last game was absolutely nuts. But unfortunately, we couldn't get it. We got a power play, too, down 1 with 2 minutes left. Honestly, I feel like that kind of fucked the Avalanche. They were buzzing, and then as soon as the play stopped, they got the PP, and it was chalk from there. Empty net goal for the Stars, 5-3 win. Yeah, that one stung. You know what's crazy, though? I wore that stupid-ass outfit to that game. Not one chirp, not one Stars fan or Mavs fan came up to me and said shit. If I was anywhere else, I would have been fucking getting chirped. I would have been getting flamed. People would be throwing shit at me. Pretty soft, if you ask me, to be honest. Stars fans, I expected you to be better. I literally wore that outfit to get chirped. I couldn't even make any content about it because no one was saying shit. So pretty soft from Stars fans. I expected a lot better. Pretty concerned about OKC, honestly, going back to Dallas, tied 1-1. But the only thing that's giving me any hope is that they shot almost 50% from three-pointer. Surely they do that again, I bet. Avalanche losing, lost 3 units there, 30-unit whale. Not in jeopardy, but a little bit of a sweat. Going back to Colorado, they need to win both there. They got to take care of business. McKinnon's just not ripping. What the fuck, dude? I was going to talk about this later, but we're already on the topic. The GOATs aren't ripping in the playoffs, man. The SOGs just aren't coming through. I hit 4 different demons before I was able to hit 2 regular squares of GOATs last night. In that entry that I posted on Twitter of this SGP, actually had a pulse. It went 4 of 6, but McKinnon and Wyatt Johnson. Wyatt, how many shots did he have? Take a wild guess. I'll wait. Yeah, you guessed it. A fucking Chugs bagel. 0. Shelly had a rackaroonie on that sitting next to me. He was in piss. Trying to act like he's all good because he has Stars ML. I know he was fucking crying because Wyatt didn't have one singular SOG and he had a rack on that. OKC losing. Had a unit on the Mavericks. It's the only bet. Actually, that's cap. One of the 2 bets I hit yesterday for 1 unit. A fucking bet. There needs to be conversations about Uber-K's and Celtics, both money line, being the worst parlay ever placed in the history of sports betting. Uber-K's hasn't lost in 48 straight games. They haven't lost. They've tied games. Fake ass win streak. All right, who the fuck counts a streak when they tie? I think that's a dumbass win streak. I was getting played because they're about to lose. They actually did the unthinkable. They scored 2 goals in time. Apparently, they do that shit all the time. I don't know the fucking pitch, but and then the Celtics minus 900 losing outright. You just can't script that shit. They lost by 24, minus 12.5. Rat shit wager of the day, nominee for sure. Round of applause to that. I didn't watch a second of that game either because I was at the Stars game, but I'm sure Tatum was bullshit. Like, what the fuck? How did they lose by 24? I literally said yesterday I would skinny dip in this pool if the Cavs won outright, and sure enough, they fucking did. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna have to actually do that, but none of you guys want to see that. I know you don't. I know you don't. Cheers to the Appuccinos, though. Fucking lubrication Celtics. What a shit bet. I actually opened up the book and placed that. My bookie was probably laughing when he saw that. Even the Cincinnati Reds money line in baseball, that shit was fucking cake too. Hunter Green going into that game had no idea the Reds were on a 7-game losing streak and had no idea that the fucking starter Hunter Green had lost 6 games in a row at home. That's just called not being locked in, boys. That's on me. That's completely on me. Someone's getting be seeing. That's on me. How the fuck do I not do that in my lab work? I just saw Hunter Green pitch and I'm like, I'm making it. Gotta be fucking better. Have to be. That's not being locked. I told you boys though, when I say Angels over, if you're gonna tell anything, take Angels over when they come out of my mouth. They smack. And I have a feeling it's gonna smack the whole fucking series with Kansas City. And we're probably going back to it today. Just hold on. Oh yeah, I totally forgot the fucking Hurricanes. Did they win in regulation? Nah, they lost outright in overtime. Literally can't make that shit up. Minus 5 units. I lost 18 units last night, boys. 18 fucking units. One of the things about the prize pick, the SOGs just have not been there. And honestly, you get insane value on some of these demons. I didn't realize that you could put 5 regular squares and 1 demon, and that makes it a 38 extra. And a lot of these demons are doable. Like last night, Miro Heiskanen, 2.5 demon square. That shit hit in the first period. Sagan smacked with ease. I don't really fuck with the points. I really just fuck with the SOGs in terms of demons. And in the NBA, you got to do doable demons. You can't be taking dudes to score 40 unless it's Brunson maybe. He's kind of banged up. 3-pointers for sure are an option in the NBA, but I got to start locking in some demons and not be afraid of them. Because if you just find the right fucking combinations, pick more, pick less, it's that easier. I'm so on edge today. I'm so on edge. All right, I've got a couple plays for you guys, 2 in each sport, and a prize pick entry. But first, I asked you guys on Twitter to do a Q&A with me today because I just it took a lot for me to get out of bed today because I'm in so much quail urine, so much shit. My bookie is just absolutely Jeffrey. Let's go to Twitter and look at some questions. Somebody asked me, what is your Mount Rushmore of chalk players that cost me money? Honestly, I don't know why I had a hard time thinking about this because there's so many fucking players that cost me coin. But how do I not start it off with Craig, Chalk, Cookie, Crumbles, Kimbrough? That dude is the king of chalk, leader of the Mount Rushmore. He sucks. Don't know how he's still employed, and he will always be on the Mount Rushmore until he's retired. So, second up, I would definitely have. I tried doing one in each sport too. Anthony Davis. I mean, that goes without saying, considering I haven't hit one singular bet on him all year. 0 for 25 on Anthony Davis bets. You literally cannot make that shit. For football, I had a hard time thinking about this one, but Justin Herbert, I swear, dude, every time I bet on him or put him in a prize pick entry, it's fucking shocked. And on the opposite side, someone that steals my coin because I fade him is Jordan Love. I mean, that dude cost me thousands last year, doing so well on the Packers, bro. Fuck, I faded him way too many times. And then for the ice, I have to go with Austin Matthews, or honestly, honorable mention. I can't even really say Nathan McKinnon because he's made me so much money. So I'm probably just going to go Austin Matthews because every time he's up for SOGs, I always want to take it. And dude never fucking rips, ever. Kind of a weak Mount Rushmore because didn't have too much time to think about it. But that's my Mount Rushmore of chalk. Really just make 4 Craig Kimbrels on the Mount Rushmore and you'll be good to go. Let's find another. Gab Judy said Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell. Dude, I haven't seen Jason Tatum go over his points since the Vietnamese War. I don't really know what his deal is. He's just not the Tatum he was last year. I don't know if they are trying to change his role or what the fuck is going on there. But right now, in terms of getting to the basket and scoring, it's got to be Donovan Mitchell. but that's probably insanely LK considering how goated Tatum is. But the way Tatum's been playing, how the fuck did he not go over his rebounds assists yesterday at 13 going into the fourth quarter and didn't get one in the fourth? That's just like Jason Tatum in a nutshell. Had what 15 points in first half, doesn't go over his points. I don't know what's wrong with Jason Tatum. And I'm sure Celtics fans saw that shit yesterday and like, what the hell's going on? On their own floor, they're losing by double digits, 24 to be exact. Insane. Do you wish you could have a fresh slate and no one knew you were the fade god? Says Heat in 8, South Bay locks. No, honestly, like as much as it sucks losing so many bets, it's been so fun, just being the fade god and cursing people and pissing people off, taking their teams. And I wouldn't trade it for the world, to be honest. It's what put me on the map and what keeps me going every day. Obviously not the losing bets, but the creating the content, just all that. That's what gets me up every day. Let's see. Let's find some other questions here. Also, I loved seeing you guys post on Twitter how you were watching Morning Yap Session yesterday. Shout out that one guy who posted a picture of his dog. What's his name? Actually, I need to go find it because I want that dude to win the giveaway. Posted a picture of his dog watching the Yap Sesh. It was the cutest shit. What's his name? Vincent Burke. He says Tuesday's Yap Sesh with the pup. Love that shit. That pup looked dialed in. If you guys didn't see that, the pup is so dialed on the Yap. Vincent, give me a DM. Congrats, bro. You won $100 on the giveaway from yesterday. Thank you for commenting and doing what I asked. All right, let's go through a couple other questions before I give you guys the plays and a quick rip for the boys. My guy, Bookit Primer, the biggest DFW sports fan you'll ever meet. I know he's ready to talk his shit today because I was ripping him apart yesterday. How many games do you see this Mavs Thunder series going? He says, I can see 7 games. So I'm going courtside to game 6. Before yesterday, I was honestly very concerned we weren't going to get a game 6. We're getting to game 6, sadly. But I will be going to that game, which I'm super hyped about, of course. But I think it goes to 6, maybe 7, maybe. Couple others. Let's find some. Shout out Levy's Burner for asking that Chalk Rushmore question, too. If you bet Rangers ML the rest of the current series, do you believe the Hurricanes would come back down 3-0? You know what? Should I give it a try? You know what? Actually, yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to take the Rangers ML the rest of the series. Surely they don't blow it, right? Dude, the Canes, man. How the fuck are they down 3-0 to the New York Rangers? When did you and some of the Bookit Squad decide to get a house together? Were you all in Texas already, or did you all get together from different states? No, we were not all in Texas. I went to TCU, obviously, so I had roots here. Lauren was the only one in Texas, but we were living in Vegas. As I started to grow on social media, I started building the content team. And then we decided, to partner with Prize Picks, which is not legal in Vegas, so we had to move. Where did we move to? Here, Texas. So that's basically why we ended up here. I would love to end up back in California at some point in my life where I grew up in Newport Beach, literally dream place to live. But I don't want to move there until I can comfortably afford with what I want. And what I want is a multi-million-dollar mansion. So it's going to take some time to get there. But I'm not going to live on a dime in Newport and not enjoy it comfortably. I'm not going to scavenge myself, try to, save money doing that. When I'm a rich old geezer, hopefully, that's when I'll move to Newport Beach. But for now, we're chilling out here in Frisco, Texas, dude. Cheap, it's beautiful, it's nice. It honestly kind of feels like Newport in the sense of just how clean and nice it is here. And it's very spacious. I love that, I don't like living in Dallas. I don't like big cities. You got roundabouts, you got one-way streets, you got sirens blaring in your window at midnight, and it just never stops. Out here in the boonies, though, it's beautiful. You look up, you see all the stars. I don't know what the fuck I'm just yapping about right now, but that's basically how we ended up here in Texas. Let's find a couple other good ones. You ever think of finding a new job? If I had to get a new job and I wasn't accepted in the sports media industry anymore, I would go back to Newport Beach and be a fucking fucking pool boy at Pelican Hill. The amount of money I was making at this 5-star resort was, you wouldn't believe it. Every day, I mean, I was getting paid minimum wage. The tips, though, the tips is where you make your money. I worked there for 2 years in high school / college. I would make $1,000 a day, damn near, in tips. A rack-a-rooney a day in tips. That's probably more than I was making now betting on goddamn sports. I could go on and on. I could write a book about my 2 years at this 5-star resort and the celebrities that I attended to and the stuck-up rich people that I've had to do insane shit for. I would be a pool boy at the Pelican Hill Resort in Newport Beach. All right, that's exactly what I would do if I were to hang it up from sports betting. Let's do 2 more questions here. 2 more. How does it feel to be a superhero? I don't fucking know. I'm not a superhero. Let me find 2 more good ones. How do you still have passion to bet knowing that you lose 90% of your bets? It's a good question. I wake up and lose shit like 90% of my life. It's hard to get up and just get motivated to run it back and do it again. But you guys are what keeps me going. You guys get me excited about doing this shit every day. So, you know, just gotta have a positive attitude and get back at it, you know, the next day. There's nothing to do when you lose units, man. Just got to get them back somehow. Why don't I bet Nerfies anymore? I've been waiting until we get to the dog days of summer to really start putting racks and nukes on Nerfies. Right now, Gavin's been kind of killing that. I've been sneakily tailing him. But I need to get back into the grind, dude. People forget I hit 13 Nerfies in a row back in a couple summers ago. Wow, pick one Bookit creator you have to tail with the bet of your life. If it loses, you have to stop betting. Man, that's a good question, Zach. I think it goes without saying. I can go through all of them. You know, Lauren, the thing with Lauren is she's never fully confident. She'll always have a secret wager to the side that's going to smack, but then you'll tail the other one. And then she'll be like, oh, but it was always this one. And I'm like, dude, well, where the fuck was that when I asked for it, you know? So I don't know if it would be Lauren. Even though she's so surgical and always hits more entries than me, I just don't know because the inconsistency with the confidence just isn't there for me. Shelly, I mean, that dude's needed to go back to Deloitte for the last 6 months. I don't know if I could put Shelly's in my life in Shelly's hands, to be honest with you. Krabs, he's going to make me take Otani under bases or fucking Pasta under shots or Messi under goals. You know, and I can't do that. I can't put my head on pillow fading goats the way Krabs does. Kudos to him, though, for doing it so consistently. And if you do it consistently, you probably will be up. But I just am not that type of bettor, man. I don't know how he wakes up in the morning and looks at the popular tab and just wants to fade all of it. Because if you fade it and it doesn't hit, you feel like a fucking idiot. You really took under on the fucking bars. So I don't know if it would be Krabs. Who else is there? Mikey Overs. You know, no disrespect to Mikey Overs. I don't know. The first team all Mikey Overs players that he always nukes just don't fit my niche I'm looking for when I'm trying to put balls on table. Mikey Overs, tip the cap to him, love the guy, but I think I would have to go with Jovan Deeb, the dude who lives in props.cash / prize picks. The dude lives in there. I would go to the grave with him. I've already done it once before in the goddamn Super Bowl. Dude told me that Mahomes' rush yards was going to be a whale. Had $1 million on the line, and I put him in there, and that shit soared over. So Jovan Deeb, hopefully you don't hear this and get your head too big, but I'd probably have to go with Jovan Deeb for life online PODs. So yeah, that's that. All right. I've been ranting for years. Let me give you guys the fucking plays. Jesus, I just ranted for like 45 minutes. 6 plays, 2 in each sport, a 6-man prize pick entry. I haven't hit one since the Vietnamese War. I'm going Pacers minus 7.5 tonight. Why is that spread so fucking big? Probably because OG is ruled out, and the Pacers are going back to Indiana tonight. I'm down to ride the Pacers. This team sucks, but they have no business being 7.5-point favorites, down 2-0 in the series. So give me the Pacers. The line's pretty telling here. And it's about time I back the Nuggets, dude. They're down 2-0 on the road. It's going to be tough to win this game, but they're plus 4.5, and I'm taking them with the points in this one. Come on, Jokic. Don't go down like a sorry-ass 3-0 team that you're not. I know you guys aren't that dog meat. You're not that dog meat. Just win this game tonight and make this series interesting. Nobody wants to see you get swept. Let's go to the diamond. My two biggest wagons in sports. Angels over 8.5. I don't know why that total is still at 8.5. It should be 9.5. The series is going to soar over, I think, every game. And Dodgers minus 1.5. Glasnow on the bump. I did say I do hate betting on the Dodgers in 2 instances during the day and divisional matchups, but I couldn't stop myself from taking Glasnow on a Friday night. So GG's. They're playing the Padres. Two ice plays, both favorites. Shocker. Oilers money line, they're bouncing back after a brutal loss. And the Panthers money line, they're going to give it to the Bruins again tonight. So those are my 6 plays. Pacers spread, Nuggets spread, Angels over, Dodgers spread, Panthers and Oilers money line, Nukenheimers. Prize Pick Century, this is my last time I'm giving Pascal Siakam a chance to turn green. If he doesn't turn green, I'm done with him for the rest of the NBA season. They bumped his points a third time after missing the last 2. It's even higher than it was the last 2 times. If it doesn't hit tonight, I'm fucking done. Back against the wall, Jokic down 0-2. He's got to fucking be Jokic to be the MVP. RA, Death Beam Square. You guys know I always duke it. This basically is a super go. The next couple of squares. Siakam points, Jokic RA. Bobby Witt fantasy after going 0 for last night in a tough match against Detmers. I know I put it in the Prize Pick Century yesterday, but he's getting his lick back tonight. It's Bobby in Anaheim. Don't overthink it, boys. I know he chalked yesterday, but just trust, run it back today. He almost hit a home run in the 7th, like I said, but just not good. Bobrovsky saves against the Bruins tonight. Ohtani fantasy score. He's hitting the gag against King, Michael King. I think he's pitching for the Padres, but Ohtani's hitting the bomb today. The numbers he has against King are crazy. And Evander Kane hits. He's going to be out there buzzing, banging dudes up against the walls. But that's the Prize Pick 6-man entry. Pascal Siakam points, Jokic RA, Bobby Witt fantasy, Ohtani fantasy, Bobrovsky saves, and Evander Kane hits for the Friday night 6-man, 500 to win 12.5K Mega Max Whaler, 25xer. So that's the Yap Session today, boys. I'm still recovering from last night's moose shit, but it's the weekend, which I'm very excited about. As always, it's been a pleasure. If you're that dude with the dog that posted that picture yesterday, congrats. Send me a DM. You want $100. And let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to this weekend. Going to be doing a giveaway to somebody in the comments on next episode on Monday. So let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to this weekend, and I'll pick one winner for next week. And take a picture showing how you're watching the Yap today. I want to quote tweet those and interact with you guys as well. So make sure to tag me in those too. It's been a pleasure. Have a great weekend, y'all. GG's. We'll be fucking.